Hello! Welcome to the episode 2? Is it 2? Yes.
It is 2.
Welcome one and all to the episode 2 of Eternity Fragment, our limited live play D&D series inspired by the best of Final Fantasy and JRPGs and all of the things I did and played before I had friends. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
Everybody.
Good.
How's it going?
I just wanted to make sure that they were all here and not just static pictures. Before we start, we want to start by recognizing that we have the privilege of working, playing, and creating on the traditional territories of the Musqueam Nation, and we encourage everyone watching to do your research and comment in the chat about what territories you are watching us from. So we when we last left off, we were in quite the interesting state, kind of walking into a white void. But before we get too deep into that, I want that everybody to introduce themselves and who they are playing, starting with Sam.
Oh, hi. I'm Silwar Starlight, and I'll be your cleric for today, making sure all of these lovelies are kept topped up and shipshape.
Okay. Next up, we have Ruz.
Hi, everybody. I am playing Serif. She is a Triton barbarian. She is of the Path of the Ancestral Guardians, and she is from the Athenaeum of Azantris, a great underwater library, where she has created a bond with the scholar Martin Goodapple, but she's also summoning her spectral sea otters whenever she's in a fight.
Which is way more effective than I thought it would be. I'm not mad.
That's what they all say.
All right. Jumping on down to Matt.
Hi, I'm Martin Goodapple. I'm a halfling wizard of the Order of the Scribes, and I travel around with Serif and do the smart guy investigating part, and she does the fancy talking because I'm not good at talking to people and it goes badly, and she hits things real good, and I travel with my spell book. It's Awakened, so I can talk to it. Her name is Fiona. She's my forever gal, and some people have told me that I have a tendency to talk for a little too long at inappropriate times, but
Oi, Martin,
I think I keep.
It's time for us to move on now.
What? Oh,
hey, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, and next up we have Trevor.
Hello, I am Taalivad of Solstier. I am a monk that studies the way of the sun soul. I and my people defend the light. Our sole purpose is to be warriors for the free peoples and to protect them from chaos.
Amazing. Okay, and so what we have I said who I am? Hi, I'm Alain. I'm your dungeon master. I like Final Fantasy games a lot, so that's why this is happening. And in true...
Sorry, you could probably hear that.
Yeah. I bumped my mic, but I don't care.
You mic bumper.
We're live!
Live streams be damned. Okay, and in true Final Fantasy fashion, we have with us here 4 heroes of light, each from their own different origins and the backgrounds. Each of them has come together as a party, called hence by the Church of the Divine Radiance, to protect the Eternity Fragment from its potential corruption and destruction. The way they accomplish this is by stepping forth into the void world between worlds, between reality and memory, where the Eternity Fragment exists. They came to the church and were welcomed by the clergy, but then ambushed by agents of chaos who wanted to make sure that they did not advance into the gate of the void. But being the heroes of light that they are, that's code for OP, they managed to to fell their foes and step forth hence into the world between worlds.
And they saved Aeolus, but not all the guards.
But not all of the guards, except for the guards that came back. I think all of the guards were brought back.
I don't think anyone died.
But they still spent some time dead.
Yeah, and they'll never forget it. They'll never not know what's on the other side. Like they may not be able to like articulate it or recall it in their frontal lobe, but they'll never not know, and it will haunt them.
I tried to limit them to only 12 seconds, but apparently a few of them had 18 seconds in there.
Yeah, that's all it takes. And with that, we are going to transfer over from this mode where we talk amongst ourselves and into the world of Talespire, which we have been using to play on various maps and manifest the world here. If you've seen any accidental live streams, it's because I accidentally hit the wrong key while making these maps in the middle of the night. So here we go. So, as always, we're going to start on our intro screen, where you insert your memory card and load your save file.
Dang, I used a password.
Taalivad is buffering.
But I will say this, as each of you passes into the light, the radiant, holy light to go into the world between worlds. I'll get each of you one at a time to tell me what's going through your mind as the light washes over you.
I guess I'll start. Well, that's the most the radiance has ever been channeled through me before, and I feel quite different, more useful. Up until now, I've kind of just mended scraped knees and bent backs, and now I'm helping bring people back from death's door. This is not exactly what I had planned for my life, but if it's what Radiance has chosen for me, I shall follow my fate.
Okay, and next we have Serif. what is going through your mind as the light washes over you?
I'm thinking a lot about the Athenaeum and being tasked with this quest, and I'd wanted to go on great adventures, which is why I became a guardian and a protector and general, face and voice for Martin's travels. But now I feel like I really know that I have actual purpose beyond the Athenaeum. It's not just to defend someone and be a guardian for one person. It's now the whole world. And I'm so proud of what I've accomplished to be the person that I could be right now, in order to have walked through that door with these heroes. And I can be one too. And I'm gonna smash so many agents of chaos right in the face.
That is assuming that they have them. Next up, let's hear from Martin. What's going through Martin's mind as he steps into the white light?
Oh, I'm trying to remember if I've read any accounts like this before, and it's pretty difficult. I'm really having to rack the old memory hard. So really, I wonder how easy would it be to just get back to the Athenaeum for a month or two to look at this and then come back? And Fiona, what do you think? Yeah, I guess that's not super practical. Yeah, I won't bother them with that idea. Yeah.
Okay.
So on.
I assume that fades out as we move on from his wash of thoughts onto the stoic Taalivad.
As I walk through the door and embraced by the light,
Thinking, Valindras, guide me. I hope to prove that my people's journey and selection of me as their champion was not in vain. We cannot fail in this, for if we fail, it means doom for us all.
And it is...
that's it.
Yeah, I believe you. And it is... It is with that you... Ooh, wrong button. That you feel this wash of radiance come over you, and you... At first, it feels like you're floating. Like your feet aren't touching the ground, but you're not falling either. It doesn't feel like you're traveling at all. And then slowly, you start to feel the kind of like the weightlessness kind of fade away, and
it reminds me of the first steps out of the water, when suddenly gravity and everything pulls you down and you take your first steps onto the sand.
Right. And I will get everyone to make me a perception check, please.
Whoa, cool. Yeah, sure.
Starting with Sam.
That'll be a 24.
Okay.
7.
Uh-huh.
6.
13.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, Serif, for you, it's just an echo, a sound without any real comprehensive meaning behind it, but you do feel it and hear it. For everyone else, you hear this echoing sound bouncing off of structures around you, like shouting into a corner and having it bounce around and then bounce back, but so much farther away. And you can start to make out that the sounds you're hearing are the thoughts and hopes and dreams and memories past of your companions. It only lasts for a second or two, but you do hear it and you do feel it. You feel connected in a way that you haven't ever felt connected with anyone. And as it fades away, the ground beneath your feet takes hard shape, and the light subsides, and you find yourself in the fragment nexus, a platform of marble floating in an endless void, an endless sea of radiance. And all of you see above you a massive crystal fragment with like an internal light radiating outward, and it pulses with this familiar energy that feels like hope, but with each wave of it kind of waxing out and then waning back in, you also feel it going away, a fraction at a time, fading and fading and fading away. It doesn't feel like it's gonna go away in an hour or 10 hours or 100 hours, but it does feel like it isn't gonna last. What do you do?
So
Can anyone mend it?
Who are you asking?
I believe we must do something regarding the Great Betrayals.
I can cast mending, but it's probably not gonna do much.
Do you want to try mending it while I heal it?
Sure.
Right? Just in case we don't have to go do all this stuff. Maybe there's just some magic we could dump into it.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that happens is it causes some sort of weird, crazy dimensional anomaly, and we just, like, wipe out our universe.
That sounds not good.
Can you roll me?
It's the worst thing. It's not a likely thing.
Can you roll me an Arcana check, please?
24.
Okay, it's not out of the realm of possibility, well, only because you're not sure. Like a good arcanist using the arcane method, it hasn't been tested, therefore you can't say 100% that that's not what would happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's most likely not what happened, but I can't say that it will definitely not be the case. So, you know, keep that in mind.
I have often wondered if there was a way to permanently restore the power to the Eternity Fragment, rather than repeating the cycles that the heroes of light of every generation must face.
We could all hope real hard.
Well, I believe
mean-
that the part of the cycle is that we contain the chaos. For without darkness, you cannot have light.
But
Also,
was there?
how can we repair it? Like, it's a fragment. That means it ultimately was part of something larger, or it wouldn't be a fragment. So, without access to all the other fragments, which seems like there probably wouldn't be, or we wouldn't be really obsessed with this one fragment. So, I probably, fixing it seems...
Well, there was a time before the betrayals where the energy from the fragment was at its peak. And this was an unnecessary thing.
Well, I just thought we could try.
How big is the crystal itself?
It's quite large. It is, I'm not good at sizes, but I will say that
It's bigger than a giraffe.
yes.
Rob doesn't know true.
By like a lot.
Rob doesn't know how big giraffes are.
It is just like a massive crystalline structure, illuminating light hovering over you. Several meters above you, overhead. There is a like a flame, like a single beam of light that kind of culminates in a flame around you. This flame doesn't radiate heat as you understand it, but the same kind of warmth that comes from comfort.
I mean, you guys are the smart scholars. Lead the way.
I'll say, Martin, with your 24 at hand, you can have this, but I will get anyone else who wants to roll either a religion or an arcana or that kind of thing.
R word.
I said what?
Religion.
Oh. I was like, what? No,
Good
no,
R
I
word.
didn't. I haven't said that since high school. I'm not that guy anymore.
None of us are those people anymore. I will roll religion. It's just 0, so
I will
Okay.
roll Arcana.
Okay.
I'm gonna
15.
take a little hit of my holy juice and guide myself.
Oh, speaking of holy juice,
Okay, just so everyone knows, I think everyone in the party has a different idea of what holy juice is here. So just so you know.
No, I mean it in the most innocent of ways.
Okay, sorry. We will start with Sam's roll.
Well, I got a grand total of 15.
Okay. And Serif.
I don't know shit. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Great.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Great.
not scholars.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. You think that's a real big rock?
I mean, why can't he fix it with magic? God damn it! It's a rock.
And Taalivad.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. All right. So, so I'll say, with Martin's roll, the Arcana check, you see that that the light coming out of the crystal above, the light in front of you makes dimensional sense. It is light and flame as you understand it. But when you look into the crystal above into the crystal itself overhead, you see that the light that's inside of it doesn't act the same. It in the same way that that light coming out of a fractal twists and bends, you can kind of get a sense of it, and then kind of like turn your head, and you kind of have turn your orientation around it and have an expectation of what that light will do. It doesn't do that. For Silwar and Taalivad, you know that the fragments and what caused this thing harm are somewhere else. And they exist in a place that it can't be repaired or fixed on its own without retrieving those pieces from their place.
Are we talking about the betrayals, like where they exist in out of time?
As you understand them, yes. And
Okay,
I told Sam last game, because he rolled a nat 20 on it, that when you all step into those places, that he will have a higher understanding of those moments in time based on his historical research and understanding.
Word.
Time and space.
Well, if we can't fix it, and I'm guessing you don't want me to break it, because,
No.
Okay,
Why?
Sacrilege.
I'm saying all the options are on the table. I don't know, maybe, sometimes you have to break something in order to put it back together.
It's already broken.
Well, you
What?
break it more
Make it
then.
more.
Yeah, Serif, that's not generally how it works. It's actually sort of like something breaks and then it gets put back together badly, then you break it again to put it back together properly. But like once it's just only broken, like we just repair it. There's no intermediate breaking step at that point.
Well, I think then that we should.
Arguably, it is being put together badly, as you say, Martin, because this has to keep happening every generation. So maybe there is?
All right, let's break it.
And yet each time it gets together, it gets a little bit different. It learns. It's showcasing the experiences it's had along its journey.
Well, it sounds like we have to go also to these other places then and collect all these pieces so we can, put this thing back together right finally.
I'm
if
not
it's growing and collecting experiences and stuff, can we communicate it with it in some way?
You can certainly try.
Oh, I don't necessarily mean like right now, but like
I
if
can.
went
Hey,
to the library.
Crystal.
I think we'd be stronger if all of us did it together. Would you like to join hands and do a ritual?
Yeah, I run over to all of them and I, grab all their hands.
What? No, wait, sorry.
I'm okay to try, but not breaking it just yet. I
Okay,
think
everybody get close. Everybody get close. Cozy up here. Hold
Okay.
hands. Come on. Martin, put the book down.
Yeah. I'll put it back in my little. Just in the back sling. I'm not that distracted. Come on. What were we doing again?
I have
right,
heard.
we were moving.
Link hands,
towards-
everybody.
Yeah, you already grabbed my hand. I remember that because of the intrusion.
My hands are, my grip is real firm.
Yep. Hard grip.
Okay, now everybody, talk to the crystal.
Okay.
Let's everybody reach out and embrace eternity together.
Okay. I'm going to get.
Is this a cult thing? Like, reaching out and embracing eternity together doesn't sound like something I want to be a part of. Like, are we gonna kill ourselves right now?
No, we don't pass around the wine chalices until later.
So we're killing ourselves later, but not right now.
I'll give you a cookie as well.
Martin.
Your offer's not great, but I'll consider it.
Martin, with that, check about the nature of the eternity fragment and informed assumptions you can make about this place. You know that all four of you are currently, or rather, I'll say, you can make an educated guess that all four of you are currently existing in a superposition of both alive and dead by virtue of being here. So.
Yeah, it is definitely time for some consideration here. So, it occurs to me that this reminds me of some stuff that I was reading about quantum magics, where you can exist in a state between two things. We call it superposition, and at that moment, all possibilities are available to you until external, some sort of something happens that allows it, and it locks it into one position.
That
so maybe
really
we're being
important.
observed by some sort of external observer.
So,
I mean, we know there's lots of gods. You're God. You sent a god. You're a person of a god. Maybe they're the external observer. Are they going to force us to do something?
Don't forget to confess your sins.
I know it's sin.
You are absolved.
Silwar, are you leading this ritual?
I will try.
Okay. How would you like to?
I'll say, O Holy Radiance, lend us your power. Commune with us. For together we are strong and your heroes. Shine through us.
As you say this, you feel this waxing and waning radiant energy pulse. It starts to pulse faster. And each of you, in the event that you aren't already, you heal. You basically receive the benefits of a long rest.
Sweet.
You're not sure if this is the crystal taking an action or if it's the crystal playing with time. But it feels like just like healing in an instant. As you speak of being its chosen heroes, and as you speak of going forth, that you may mend it and help it. The platform that you're standing on starts to shake, and
something is happening.
And you see blocks and kind of like rubble and bits and pieces of this structure float up from the fog, from the endless light, this endless ether, and
Thank you for your daily light. Deliver us from chaos.
And a path is shown.
Okay. So stuff's floating up to meet the platform?
Yes. And you can see
in one direction.
Another gate behind you.
Aha.
A gate opens.
A gate like ninth circle of spellcasting gate?
A gate like a physical structure opens up behind you.
So there are 4 paths here. It is logical to reason that each of these will house one of the 4 Great Betrayals. Before we go in here, I think we should try to find a way to make this permanent.
Come on, Martin.
Yeah. I guess I'm sorry. I was having a chat. You know, Fiona has some excellent insight into this situation. Actually, she had a really good... it's okay. Well, it's not important right now. Let's go.
I agree. I think we're really...
It was a little inappropriate.
Okay. That's going to be lots there, Martin. That's a good share.
Whoa.
I think...
watch your step.
Taalivad, I agree. We have to do this right. We want to be the heroes that... are the heroes for the heroes that have already tried.
For the loser heroes? Is that what? For the failures. So they weren't really heroes then, were they? Like, so we're just the heroes is really how it works. Unless we fail, in which case then we're loser heroes too, which are not heroes, they're losers. It's just sort of like semantics, but it's important in communication. Clarity and brevity, you know? You want to aim for brevity
Martin,
in all of your communication.
Now is the time to stop. We're traveling through this gate, and we're representing the entire world. Come with us.
Watch your steps.
Yeah, Fiona says I might be talking too much.
Wow. The book said that. That's cool.
Where did you go?
Serif!
I know! I don't know, I disappeared.
Oh, no. Okay, Sarah falls into the endless ether.
Yeah, it's been fun, guys. Woo!
No!
I said watch your step.
I wasn't even on the ground.
Knowing my luck, I'm gonna fall any moment now. So oh god, it's scary.
Magic.
Here you go. I'm gonna say that you slipped and fell, and you fell down, and then fell and landed back from where you fell from.
Oh, cool.
Just to help with that a bit. Okay, don't. Who just did that? Was it Martin?
You know, you gotta test things. You don't know.
Oh, did he jump?
You need repetition.
Okay.
That like moment of like hesitation, then whoop.
Alley-oop.
I landed back and I was like, guys, I just fell through the world. It was so cool.
Nope.
Martin, goddammit, no!
You gotta try the third time. Then we have.
Third time's a charm. Yeah, third time's a charm. Yes, really test my my knowledge of orientation with Talespire here. And you land back where you were. You both lose 1 HP because of it.
That's all.
I have advanced to the door, and I'd like to see if there's any inscriptions on it like there was the first door.
Yes, there are.
And is it in Celestial again? And if so, what does it read?
Okay, this is interesting. I want you... you can understand it, but I want you to roll me a knowledge history check. Yes.
13.
Okay. You see that it's constantly shifting and changing.
Huh.
It's sometimes it says one thing. Sometimes it says something else. Sometimes it says the same thing in a different way. The other times it rewrites itself. The other times it fades in and out.
Does it look like it's on a cycle, or is it always different?
It's always different, but it is speaking of a stolen fragment. It is speaking of a being of mercy who lost their path.
Huh. The door has a story to tell, but it cannot seem to decide on how it wants to tell it.
I believe the story's up to us, the heroes. Just like the legends foretold.
Well, it's probably that we just we lock in one thing when we get there.
Maybe it's
Which one
just
do you want to
waiting
punch
for an
first?
opening.
Perhaps we should try it like the other door. Each of us put their hand on the door and push.
Agreed.
Give it the old what for?
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you each put your hand on the door, and it's the same cold of the metal and wood and marble and kind of everything that it is made out of. And with each of your hands, it pushes in a little bit farther, and a little bit farther, and a little bit farther, until at last, the fourth hand. I'm gonna ask, who puts their hand on it last?
Oh, well,
Knew it.
Probably Martin.
turned around and it's just a mage hand pushing on the door.
Okay, I'm gonna say that the mage hand pushes on the door while you're kind of like inspecting things and taking a look around and smoking from your pipe. I almost called it a crack pipe. I don't know where I almost just off the cuff. I was like smoking from your pipe. I was like, whoa. Smoking from
Your crack pipe, Mr. Holmes.
Listen, I haven't asked yet. I'm not gonna ask now. Okay. Smoking from your pipe, and as the mage hand pushes it, you feel your real hand get pulled to the door itself, as the magic that you put forth is met and embraced and intertwined by the magic of this place and the magic of this door. It's rather unexpected, but it's not rough, as it were.
It was gentle. Did you guys see that? I just got sucked to this door.
And
how does Fiona feel about that? Is that like cheating?
She's pretty open, like she's a book. We have to be able to make exceptions about things. We have a very honest relationship, and you can't get everything you need necessarily from the scene.
Everyone, push this door.
Martin, you are interrupted by a gust of cold, wet wind. Rain hits you all in the face as you are kind of pulled through this gateway to the next realm of this first memory of betrayal. Let me see here. But first, I have to conjure it. So we're gonna go to Theater of the Mind, and I'll describe this feeling that you all sense. It isn't like when you were pulled into the fragment and then the nexus. You feel the movement happening now. you feel the radiance fade away, and you are and you're simply stuck with this cold rushing feeling. It feels like falling, but then it also feels like falling up at times, and it feels like falling down at times. It feels like each of you is a raindrop in the midst of a storm. And that kind of that goes on for some time while the load screen happens. And I want each of you to think about a dark time in your lives, a tumultuous time in your lives when things were uncertain. And we're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4. I roll because I have the power. I didn't have to say it like that, but I did. We're gonna start with Taalivad.
In Solstier, in the Valley of the Endless Dawn, year-round there is sunlight, except for 1 month where there is an increasing amount of darkness. It starts with an hour and goes to a period of total darkness for a day. And that is when we have ceremonies of utmost importance for our people, where we learn to face our fears and accept the darkness as part of the light. So whenever I'm unsteady and feel any tinge of fear, our people learn to steel themselves and to remember all of the rites and passages that we perform on that time.
Who taught you this?
It has been passed down generation after generation. I, in particular, have a bit of disdain for this period of time because my twin sister was born on this day, yet I was not. I was born 10 days earlier. And the people born on this day, rather than being feared, are revered by our people. So my twin sister is actually one of our leaders, and I've lived my whole life in her shadow. Until now.
Okay. Next. Oh, that's the same. We will go to Silwar.
The chill of the rain really makes me think of the last night that I had with my parents. We'd just gotten enough bread to put a roof over ourselves for the night, and that's when the rain started. And my parents were already cold and shivering and coughing. My mother handed me the last few strips of the rat meat that we'd prepared earlier that week. And as we went to sleep, and the rain really started to fall, and the thunderclaps of things off in the distance, and I remember awaking the next morning to the first light as the rain had melted through all the bread, and it was cold, much colder than usual, and I moved to stir my parents in their grey forms, unmoving, as a clergyman approached and picked me up from between my parents and said that he would find me shelter at the church. And they were buried that afternoon.
What was this clergyman's name? Can you recall?
Yeah, his name was Father Gainsley.
Father
Gainsley. He watched over me for quite a while in the church when he discovered that I had a gift for healing and put me to work.
Okay. Next up, I'm gonna say
This is embarrassing, but I got distracted for a moment when you explained what we're supposed to be recounting, and I'm not really sure. I've been trying to piece it together, but
Okay, all right, that's okay. That means that is a thing that we can either leave blank or work on together on the fly. Up to you.
I can come up with something. I'm just not even sure what I'm supposed to be talking about.
Okay, well, I got you.
All right, cool.
All right, so I'll leave you second then, and we'll go to Serif. A dark, tumultuous moment in your life, a feeling or a memory brought on by this storm, by this state of rain.
It was raining on the surface of the Marsal Ocean the day I drowned. That's when I connected to the Ancestral Guardians. And I had been a defender of the scribes, just not, as awesome as I am now. And I was very excited because I thought that after I'd connected to them, and I would be able to summon these spectral orders and connect to the guardians of our people and all of the Azantri, that I would earn a last name, finally. And that didn't happen. And they still wouldn't recognize that I'd earned it. And so I go out on all of these adventures, hoping that sometime Martin and I would come across something good enough, and that I'd be good enough, and that I'd finally earn a last name among my people, and that I could be part of a lineage too, and carry on for all of the Azantri. And maybe this is what it takes. I have to save the whole goddamn world, and the universe, and light itself, in order to be good enough for those assholes back at the Athenaeum. And now I'm just mad thinking about the Athenaeum and how much I love it, and I love my people, and how mad they make me. And I'm about to go into a rage just standing here thinking about it as the water hits my face, and I remember what it's like to not feel it anymore, because suddenly you wake up and it's all gone. And then no one fucking cares. But it's going to be fine, because I'll just put it all back together myself. And I'm just fuming so much that I imagine that some of those water droplets that I feel hitting my face are just steam coming off of me.
Okay. And next and last, Martin Goodapple, a dark moment in your life that is kind of like a memory brought on by this darkness, coldness, and rain that you're feeling now.
I'm thinking about the night that it was decided that I was going to go to university, which, I kind of grew up in a wealthy merchant family, and I was the oldest of my siblings, and so it was traditional in the area. The oldest child would take over everything, but I don't do great in courtly affairs or things like that. And I got home, and they were having a family meeting, and they said, I walked in as they were deciding that my younger siblings would take over things, and that I should probably head off to school and find a more suitable life there. And of course I agreed, but I could have been asked. And it was kind of when I realized that I don't really have a place with people. I'm supposed to be with books.
Had you found Fiona at the time?
No.
Okay. And it is with that that each of you you feel your feet sink into wet dirt and mud and stone. And the feeling of rain rushing all around you, up, down, left, right, to and fro, kind of calms and quiets to a point where the rain is just falling down on your heads. And it feels like this rain has been falling down on your heads for hours. It feels like you've been here for a long time. It feels like the tips of your fingers are numb. The edges of your ears are cold and without feeling. And yet here you all stand as heroes. Hopefully as heroes. And you emerge standing, each of you, behind a crudely shaped palisade. In front of you is a door out. On either side of you, standing on the upper ledge, the viewing plank of the palisade are two worn and weary guards, and behind you, you hear kind of this like faint calling that gets louder and louder and less muffled as you all snap into this reality, and the voice says, "Heroes! Heroes! What are you waiting for?"
An explanation.
Where is this?
What?
First of all, it's far too dark here. That's better.
The guard behind you, or the soldier, kind of looks around at his men. He looks pretty worn down, but he's still standing. His fellow soldiers look beaten and tired, and now they're all looking at you somewhat confused, and they say, "You were sent by Haven staff, were you not?"
Yes.
That's where we hail from.
Good. Then see to it that the job is done.
You got like someone who's in charge here who can give us a little bit more information than that? We're here to right some great wrong.
I'm in charge here.
Well,
And who are
Who are you?
They've gone mad, or they've sent us madmen. I am Sergeant Ivor. This is the last of the front line here. You was sent by Haven staff to take the ruins back.
Take them back from...
Baracus.
Take them back to what?
Do either of these names ring a bell?
Silwar, as you start to hear these names, you know. Everyone else who kind of wants to get an idea of what the hell's happening here, I will make you roll a history.
19.
Okay.
17.
13.
Good number. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll say you all know these names as from like an old poem or a nursery or a song. And it's from a different time, like I'd say about 200 years in the past. It speaks of Baracus the betrayer, who was a master of the knightly order who showed so much mercy to her fellow kin of the Radiant Lands that the chaos corrupted her mind and then she began to show mercy to her enemies and stopped showing mercy to her allies.
Oh. And what was it, Ivor?
Yes, Ivor was the soldier who bravely fought against her, but was too late to stop her from destroying a fragment.
I was going to ask about that. Okay.
So we have the opportunity now to stop this from happening.
Yes, that's why you were sent here.
Right.
Ivor, do you...
Travel by bubble is always a little heavy on the mind.
I understand.
Ivor,
Yeah.
how much do you communicate back with Havenstaff?
The war has made it difficult. The last missive I sent was calling for aid, and then you four came.
We are that aid.
Time travel is like super fucked up, guys.
I was expecting an elite force. When they said that, I was expecting an army, but they sent you. He says, and kind of rolls his eyes. And
Yes, we are but 4 conduits for the light. You have asked for the right aid.
Does the gate look like is it closed from this? Are we inside of
you are inside? Yes.
So we're in like a camp that's been set up to lay siege to the ruins?
Yes. And so far, it doesn't seem like they've been doing a good job. Their forces are dwindling. Their numbers are low, and as is their morale.
What forces do you have remaining, Ivor?
None that I can send out without the ambushes happening again.
What kind of ambushes have there been?
And we will go out and correct this mistake.
Very good. The land in front of the ruined fort is quite treacherous. You'll be faster if you stick to the path. But
you spoke of ambushes. Where did they come from in the past?
They come from the very earth itself. The beings of chaos hide in the mud and the dirt and the trees.
Then we shall root them out.
Do your best, but be mindful when you reach the court of the ruins as well. Baracus is formidable. I fought alongside her for many a time, and she is not. She does not suffer fools lightly.
Okay. Quick thing, guys. How much of a ticking clock do you think this is? We're here to stop her before she breaks a fragment.
Yes.
Do you have any feel for the timeline? People who know the poems and history and lore better than I do.
Actually, meta question is: do we do we know that? So Ivor defeated Baracus, but not before she was able to break a piece of the fragment, is what you said, right?
Right. So the tales speak of this fragment being at first sent out to expand the radiant lands. When the expansion was happening, that's kind of how it happened. But then Baracus stole it for the chaos to attempt to destroy it.
Serif, I believe that time is of the essence.
All right, so then we should head right to wherever she is. Hey, Ivor, what's she do? She got a sword, magic wand. What's her vibe?
She is a. You don't know of Baracus?
Just pretend we know what we need to know to,
We have not fought alongside her. You have.
Look,
you have
the
unique
Chaos is very
insights.
good at corrupting information. We want to make sure that you give us uncorrupted information, so that we may head forth.
Her mind may be corrupted, but the hand of her lance is not.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Silwar, you know that the songs speak of her as the best dragoon who ever lived. Strong enough to take on an army by herself.
Crap.
Right. Well, a good thing that we're together then.
Yes. Okay, and Ivor, I'm sorry. I think I've come off a little bit rude. And on behalf of the heroes of the light, we're here to actually do this.
He stops
or
you.
Lay down our lives.
He stops you and says, "There's no need for politeness on the battlefield. Save it for the banquet at home."
Here's a question: is as far as sequence of events goes, if this was 200 years ago, is this the first betrayal? Like chronologically?
Ooh. Silwar will know the answer to this, but you're gonna have to roll history for it if you want to know.
Okay. At advantage because of my people's study of this and only this?
Why not?
Okay. Oh, nat 20 on my first roll.
Amazing. Okay. Then yes. Then you know that this is the
And a 17. Ha!
good number,
Sorry.
you bastard. You know that this is the most recent one.
Okay, okay.
The freshest.
And then would I also know that at this point they'd already been sending out heroes per generation for the other three?
You would presume so. With that nat 20, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Ivor, this may be strange, but we did come from Havenstaff. However, we came from a different time. We came through the Eternity Fragment itself.
If you're as capable as you are mad, then Baracus is in for a long fight.
Prepare that banquet, Ivor. We're coming back.
I mean, either we are or we
that is
aren't,
true.
right?
The guard up here says, opening the gate! And she kind of pulls a latch that opens the gate ahead of you. And she says, "Go, move now!"
I'm gonna quickly run over to Ivor and just say, "You are destined to beat her, but you fail to save the fragment. If you can send any forces now, it would help." Turn, and I leave.
I'm still like, I don't like him, so I'm just gonna get one last like glare, and then I'll follow him.
Okay, and with that, the door is closed shut, and you find yourself on this massive, muddy, barren, treacherous battlefield, save for a set path that leads to a ruined fort ahead of you. And
do I recognize any of the plants? Like, do these appear to be like poisonous in any way or dangerous?
I'm gonna get all of you to roll a perception check when we come back. We are gonna take a short 10-minute break, and it will be 10 this time, and we will be right back. Stay tuned, and don't forget that we have some redemptions that you
They're all
can
redeemed. They've all. Yep.
Oh, amazing! Because they're gonna need all the help they can get. And with that, yeah, we will be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So we just left off with our heroes advancing into a treacherous battlefield somewhere in a fragment in time, somewhere back in time, advancing towards a ruined fort where the harbinger of their first betrayal lay in wait. We're gonna jump over to Talespire. Actually, just before we do, I wanted to just give everyone like just the lowdown on Talespire, but if you haven't heard of them, they are a really cool virtual like map maker, virtual tabletop map maker that is currently in early access. You can find them and get them on Steam. They gave me a copy of it to run this game, and I haven't slept since. So it's been so much fun. And as well, a shout out to the engine by which we made our custom figures. You know them, you love them. Hero Forge, which is another thing I have sunk a lot of time and life hours into. I love them very, very much. And if you love what we are up to and love them, you can find their link in the chat, where if you click on that link and buy your minis, either virtual or physical or otherwise, through that link, it helps us out. It makes us look good to them so that they want to hang out with us, which is rad. So thank you to Hero Forge. Thank you to Talespire. And with that, let us get back into the game.
Matt, can you slide a little?
Oh,
Center
yeah.
yourself.
Matt's a little, a little bit more. The other way. Almost.
Nope.
It's tricky because Twitch is flopped on the screen versus my camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I keep...
Okay. Well,
also, the lag is confusing.
okay. Well, we're gonna jump. We're gonna jump to Talespire mode now. So maybe adjust for that. Oh, he's great. Okay, good.
Just see.
Okay, so you, the four heroes of light, find themselves on a treacherous, muddy battlefield. What would you like to do?
We're perceiving.
Yes, Roll perception checks, please. I forgot
Sounds
that's what I asked.
18.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Nice.
Cleric's got to do what cleric's got to do.
4.
Okay.
God damn it. I don't think I've rolled over 7 this entire day so far.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to be rolling.
Roll
Perception.
Perception.
It's gonna be great. Oh, actually. 19.
Okay. That is good. If you got over 18, which it seems like most people did, you can catch wind of...
Oh.
Catching wind of something stinky.
You can catch wind of movement in the thickets and the mud and the vines, and you see like kind of like short, squat heads with big yellow eyes, kind of lurking around in the mud. At least 2 goblins lay in wait for an ambush against you.
Wait.
What?
Chaos abounds.
What?
I'll
Chaos?
try
Like
to point you
Ivor
out.
back there? What a real jerk that guy was, hey?
Oh no. I meant ahead of us. An ambush?
Oh!
Shall we try to sneak by or engage them right away?
I think we should put
There's
them out
not
of their misery.
exactly
The
a
more we
lot of
leave on the
cover.
field, the more that they're going to continue to attack the town. In order to preserve them, we should destroy those agents of chaos.
Okay, we've got to do this fast. That crystal's integrity is a ticking clock.
Does somebody want to combine with me for a ranged attack?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to shoot them with some eternity juice, and then you just pop in and follow up and kill them.
Okay.
Okay, are you trying to get a surprise round on them?
Sure. I'm going to tiptoe forward to get within 30 feet to here.
Okay.
So along the path, diddle-dit, so that I
Okay.
can...
Like this one here.
Oh, I was going to go after this guy.
Yeah, you go with the one that's closer.
This guy here.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Then, Taalivad, I will get you to roll me a stealth check, please.
You got it. 19.
Okay. You feel hidden.
Reassuring. Okay. And I'll just look back over my shoulder and signal to Silwar. As in, go now. And I'm ready to fire off some radiant sunbolts.
Okay.
Let's go, Martin.
Okay. As soon as I hear the "let's go," Martin looks at a nearby stone around, judges it to be about 5 pounds, and kind of flicks his hand towards the goblin, and Fiona glows a bit, and it just goes like straight to the flying towards the guy. It just has a big rock flying towards his head.
Okay,
And you can
and
take
you're
advantage of
you're
that after-
attacking that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I assume this is the one where.
Yeah, so I'm empowering his strike by
This one?
like lighting the way for
here?
this attack
Okay.
by shooting off a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're going first. Or you... That's what I was waiting for. So
Okay,
that's
so
before mine, yeah?
yeah, that puts us in initiative. This is a surprise round, as most of them are, but they are unaware of you. So you get to roll various attacks with advantage.
Sweet.
Oh, I get advantage too.
Yep. So who is you're kind of all acting at the same time here?
Yeah, I believe Sam is first so Guiding Bolt can give advantage, though we already have advantage. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So let's see here. Boom, boom, boom.
And I'm
Let's see the guiding bolt for first, Sam.
24.
Yeah, that's a hit.
18 points of radiant damage then.
Okay.
and I fired off 2 radiant sunbolts. They were both 19
Okay. To hit.
to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
That is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And the rock does 3d8 bludgeoning.
Okay. So and they need to make a save, right?
Dexterity.
Yeah, 16 was dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. So guiding bolt, radiant sun blasts, and this rock just boom, 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 and this goblin falls dead before it knew it was alive.
Does the other one notice?
I'm gonna roll for that right now.
Oh, okay.
They do not.
Okay. So, is there any other signs of movement, like besides the one that we've seen?
Not that you could see without taking some time and making another perception check here.
Just to clarify, like we hit 2 goblins, right?
Oh
No, we hit 1.
you just hit 1.
Oh.
Did you want to split that up?
I thought we were splitting it up. I thought
Okay,
we
sorry.
were-
Yes. Okay, then who did you attack, Sam?
I mean, piling on
yeah,
and
as they
killing
indicated.
one of them is better than
Yeah.
spreading it out between 2 and fighting 2 weaker people that do just as much damage as ones
Yeah.
they do when they're strong.
Yeah, I did indicate this one at the beginning.
Okay, good. That is fine. Then let me triple check some things.
Yeah. I'm
Yes,
definitely-
the other one was just because I didn't realize that was the one. Wherever you cast Guiding Bolt is the one that I was intending to attack.
Okay.
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I would have had to enter the swamp to be able to reach that one.
Yeah.
So I went after the other one.
Okay. And what was your damage on the guiding bolts?
18.
Oh, sorry. On the radiant sun bolts.
13.
13. Okay. Then yeah, they're both dead. These
Oh.
goblins aren't doing so hot, as it were.
Okay.
I rolled my damage anyways because I didn't even get to say it because we just splattered them.
Yep.
But we'll say they took 19 bludgeoning damage.
Woohoo.
Okay, yeah. This rock is small enough, but more dense than you thought, and it just between your 3 attacks, you make quick work of these 2 hidden goblins.
Welcome in,
Thanks for
Raiders.
the raid, Wicked Smart Dragon!
Hey, Ray, how's it
Yeah.
going? Thank you. We are currently playing D&D 5e, a homebrew campaign called Eternity Fragment, which is a Final Fantasy / Golden Era of RPGs of JRPG style game or inspired game. And right now, our 4 heroes of light are trying to sneak their way across an ambush-laden battlefield. And so far, so good.
Yeah, we pulled off a good ambush.
Okay, so that is two goblins felled. as far as you know, that is all that you have seen. What would you like to do from here?
Continue to sneak forward, I suppose.
Okay. Are you going to stay on the path, or are you going to go through the muck?
I mean, my gut instinct is path, but
I mean, the path leads right where we're headed. Right? Like, it's gonna go to the gates.
If you'll give me a moment, I could try to suss out where... I can't really pinpoint them.
I would like to use this opportunity as a bonus action, if that matters, to awaken or manifest Fiona's mind. So she appears as a like soft, glowing ball of light. It's kind of purplish, about 60 feet ahead of me.
Okay.
And I can now both see through it as if I was in its mind space and have a range of 60 feet, so that's up to 120 feet I can see it with dark vision. And I can cast spells from that point.
Sweet.
So I use 60 feet ahead of me instead of where I am for range.
Okay.
So
essentially, here,
I can cast spells from me or it.
Okay. Can you show me on the map where you've placed it?
Put it, sort of, I guess, over here to kind of, you know.
Can you remind me how this? Because when we use, it does it in tiles. Are the tiles each 5?
The tiles are each 5. Yes.
Okay. Just for when we see those numbers come up when we use our rulers. Thanks.
You got it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Can we make it appear in feet so that it just makes this easier?
Not that I know of. I haven't checked that part yet. I don't like doing head math either, but I haven't fixed that part yet. If I can, if I do find a way, I will.
Implies the existence of butt math.
Where you keep your math rocks?
Lose 1 HP, psychic damage. No, I'm playing. If I have to suffer, you all have to suffer. No. Okay, so there is a ball of light here. In this area here. Boop boop boop. Where you are now able to cast your spells from that point as well. Does it give you perception of that area?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see through Fiona's eyes as though I were standing where she is.
Okay.
So, it's like there's 2 of me, but I'm really over here. I can just essentially...
Okay.
Her consciousness is there, and I can see through it. Much like a familiar, but I can cast spells more.
All right. Then I will get you to roll me a perception check through Fiona's eyes.
Okay. And unfortunately, I think I have to use my own stats still on that.
I'd imagine so.
These eyes.
These eyes. God.
I botched that.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're all clear.
Okay, so you see that the
slight correction, and I've mistakenly said something, implied something. I don't see through its eyes there. It telepathically is communicating with me what it sees.
It. Okay. So it is this like ethereal ball of light with like a kind of like a faint radiant glowing effect around it, and the bright glitches, and all it can see is its own light in front of it because it's still PlayStation 1 and it hasn't worked out those kinks yet. It can't, as it's being conjured at first, it has this like this kind of wash, almost like a summoning sickness, and it's kind of like overcome with its own radiant light. It still needs time to kind of adjust. So it does not see what it should see right away. Okay, and with that, we are still in initiative, but you can't see any of your enemies. So it is the top of the round. What would you like to do? Fast turns or slow?
Low.
Okay.
Fast turn.
Okay.
I will put myself at a slow turn because I didn't even see those goblins, and I just you guys killed them. I'm just catching up now, so I'll go slow.
Okay. So that's 1 fast, 2 slow. Matt, how about you? Or I guess that, no, because we're back at the top.
Sorry, I'm just figuring out the length of time this lasts.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm still reeling a little bit from the telepathic glitchy buzzing that was happening, and
the kind of feedback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fiona's just like, oh my god, my head, it's ringing, and she's just talking to me, and so I'm gonna take a slow.
Okay. Okay, so the fast turn is for Silwar. What would you like to do?
So I can go. I'm gonna cast onto myself a beacon of hope. So I'm going to go, oh holy radiance, lend me your power, shining hope. And as I touch my chest, you see the symbol of the divine radiance spread outward and up in 60 feet into the air as it kind of cascades down this shining light centered on myself. And while you're within this light, your healing is maximized. No rolling. Drink a potion, maximum. I heal you, maximum.
And what's the circumference of that, or radius?
60. Oh, maybe it's 30. Hang on, let me double check. I might be looking at my level 20 sheet. 30 feet.
So 6 tiles.
6 tiles.
Yeah.
Stay within 6 tiles of me and you'll be happy.
Okay. That was also very anime of you. Point of inspo. That's dope.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So that's your fast turns. We are on.
Oh, can I move? I can do a bonus and a movement, right?
Yes.
For a fast turn?
If that was a
it's not
bonus
a bonus
action.
Double checking.
Yeah. Yes.
I can't move. I'm good.
Okay. Good. But you could still do a bonus action if you have one. Okay. Cool. The enemy is nowhere to be seen. You're not sure if any more exist at all. Slow turns.
Okay. I am going to advance stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to stay away from any of the large puddles. So I'm going to hug this side of the path. 10, 20. I think this is as far as I can get. Oh wait, I can get one more.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Okay. Ooh, 8.
Okay. You feel like you are incredibly light of foot and trained in these arts, but this terrain is treacherous. It is working against against you, even on this path where it is not difficult terrain. It's still quite audible as your feet sink in and pop out, and sink in and pop out with each step. The next slow turn, or would you or do you have any actions you would like to
I'd
take?
just like to take a perception check from my new vantage point and see if I can spot any other fangs around me.
Yeah. Roll perception, please.
Kind of like tiptoeing and then just kind of cringy, like, looking around.
Shit.
Oh, never mind. Ugh,
How'd you do? Okay. All right.
7.
All right. That's okay. You know, Final Fantasy VII's a great game.
Good game.
Okay. You're kind of like, as you're struggling to stay hidden, your focus is pulled more and more on your own step, on your own trying to stay hidden, so you also fail in your perception, and with the rain and the mud and the fog, you can't make heads or tails of the terrain or any enemies.
Okay. Okay.
Next slow turn, please.
Martin, do you want to go first? I'm trying to, keep you between me and the monk.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, I think, start moving up. Obviously we're gonna have to make some progress this way eventually, so, yeah, I'm just gonna... So, is this 5 or is this 10? And
each square.
Please.
Okay, so each square here. Let's see.
Yeah, I think each square is 10, and each tile is 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So I gotta figure it out here. Boom, boom. Got my lines. So that will be 5, and then this square here will be 10.
Yeah.
Cool. That is what I thought. But when Ruz said, "Is a square 5 or 10?" and I mean, these are just all
sorry.
different sizes of squares.
Yes. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Also, arguably, all of them are applicably tiles, since we have tiles of 1 square and tiles of
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedantic.
So, I'm not Martin at all. I don't know what Rob was talking about.
nerds.
Anywho, I want to walk my 30 feet.
Okay.
I guess 25, isn't it?
So Fiona should be closer to me then, technically, right? 60 feet from you?
Yeah, I didn't bother doing the actual calculation of how many tiles 60 feet would be, because that...
Yep.
Well, I got distracted trying to find out if I could actually change the units in the game, because I thought I'd seen that, but I couldn't figure it out. And
Yeah.
Now we're here, and then I don't know what happened.
Short answer. Short answer, Fiona should be somewhere near me.
If it can be done, I will sort it out for the next game.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely, not that far, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah, it would actually be right about where...
Where I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. And that's where you want to head?
Yeah, and we'll just say it is where it is now, because I can move it. Well, it still wouldn't be that far, but as a bonus action, while I'm walking over there, I move it 30 feet that way.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Its perception check is the same, and it's all good.
Yep.
All right. So you're gonna head on up?
Yeah. Where are we going? 60, so it's like there I can get to.
Okay. Are you gonna roll stealth on that, or are you just gonna go?
I'm just going. I mean, he's been through there. We made a big fuss around here.
Okay.
Martin just goes.
Okay, there you go. Who's next on the slow... whoop.
Still do have an action on
Yes,
this
please.
one,
Sorry,
and,
go.
Gonna cast mage armor on myself.
Oh,
Okay.
Please do.
Atta boy. Out in the open. Yeah, not bad. All right. Next slow turn.
I'll follow Martin. And then I will...
Say it.
No.
Say it out
I'm
loud.
not a little rage machine.
You better be sure you're gonna take some damage or hit something between.
Exactly. I'm not raging. I'm actually just about to say, I'm bored and I'm leaving you behind. Screw you then.
I didn't mean to make that happen. Yeah.
So,
you
yeah,
wouldn't
I'm
be.
right.
Okay.
'Cause I
You
can go-
started back here, right?
Yeah, because I can go 80 total then. 3.
Or are you
Uh,
dashing?
Yes.
How dashing?
Mm.
Then yeah.
Dashing through the swamp.
Oh, actually, you want us to be here, Alain?
Huh?
No. This is like 7 tiles. Yeah, I'm not quite.
I think you're pretty good.
35? Yeah. I'll allow that.
Okay.
My
My walking speed is 40.
Okay. All good. And are you going stealthily?
No.
Okay. Cool.
In fact, you totally hear me coming behind you, Taalivad.
Do you see
Graceful
anything?
Oh, no.
Do you have any actions, or
Well,
do you
give us a free action for perception?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll look around. He says, "Do you see anything?" And then I start looking.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, it's over 10 finally. Good lord. Not that great though. It is only a 14.
Okay. You don't see anything.
I see mud on my boots.
Yep. Okay. That is the last of the slow turns.
Yes.
Okay.
Ah. Wow.
Now what?
Goblin like Rambos out of the mud, just its eyes wide. You're not sure if it's wide to keep the caked mud and dirt out of its eyes, or if it's because it's that like wild and desperate. But it lunges at you, Taalivad. What is your AC?
15. Also, Uiti in chat says adjustment to the scale is done if you have GM access under the campaign and board settings world units.
Ah, I will change that later.
Thank you, Uiti.
Thank you very, very much. It's cool.
that.
It's cool to see people who have played with Talespire. I'm relatively new to it. I learned a lot in a very short amount of time, so I don't know all of the ins and outs. But thank you very, very much. And with that, I am going to kill my friend now. Okay. Sorry, and you said your AC was
15.
okay. That is a hit for the first attack, and that is a critical fail for the second attack.
I would like to counter.
I know you would, but the first attack will be resolved first.
Fair enough. Please don't
Alain
do 50
busts out like a monk goblin on you and stunning strikes you.
Let's see.
Wow, 1,500 hours in and counting. Damn.
Woo!
Good person to be with us.
That's a lot of hours. Please holler at me after the show. I want to learn everything. Let's see.
Yeah. We just have our own helpline right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a link to the Discord in the chat there, Uiti. Please join our Discord.
One of us. Okay, let's see.
Nerd.
Take 8 points of slashing from the first desperate goblin attack, and the second attack, you see it coming a mile away. What would you like to do?
I will have my spear readied behind me, and I'll take the hit to my left side, and then come down with my spear with my opposing hand.
Okay. Attack away.
Good number. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
With these attacks, do I get a second attack?
Yes. Yeah.
Huh, beautiful. And can I then use a bonus action or no? Just a straight up?
As a monk, you get a second attack whenever
whenever I attack.
Then yes.
But no, like I can't engage flurry here or anything. Right?
No.
Okay, so I will use that second attack. So I stab with the one tip of my spear.
Uh-huh.
I pull it out and I do a little twirl, and I'm gonna aim backwards at this thing's neck.
Okay.
And that is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
All right.
Does that
Thank you,
twirl
UET.
Does that twirl take you into a different position?
No. Oh, you want me to get out of the way?
It's just for flavor.
It's just for flavor, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that was 16 damage.
How does it look?
The first spear point, so it gets a good slash on me and cuts my side open. And then whoosh, the first spear point goes right into its chest, and then as it lifts its head and fucking snarls at me with its creepy wide eyes, I'm already twirling, and the other tip of my spear comes around right into its neck, and it just tongue hangs out, and then I kick it off.
Okay.
There are more.
I nod really appreciatively at this, and I think about how someday we are going to do something cool where you do spin out of the way and then I spin in, and we have this cool like rotating flurry of your spear and my trident.
That will be tandem slow actions.
Nice.
If you want that kind of thing to happen.
As you're pulling your spear out from him, I'll make eye contact with my trident as I,
You're like,
give it a spin.
I just give you a nod.
Okay.
Are you two flirting over there?
I don't know.
He's fine. Don't worry about
An
it.
aggressive flirter.
I can't quite hear you.
You're being very loud right now. I'm gonna make some rolls. Holy I don't normally like to show behind the board, as it were, but I just rolled 3 9s in a row.
Oh.
Luckily, it's rainy AF.
There you go. Okay, who is next up for slow actions? Or rather, I think that was every action. That puts us at the top. Who would like to go? Fast or slow?
Slow.
Yeah, slow.
Okay.
Slow.
Hype train.
Hey, we got a hype train. We got the ageless Cass. Thank you very, very much. So many people are distributing all of the things that I can't see or comment on the fly because I am trying to run a game. But thank you so much. Okay, and now to get back in the mood of things, the suspense is building as everyone is going to take a slow turn. If there are any remaining enemies, they don't make themselves known. Slow turns. What would you like to do?
I'm waiting for Martin to catch up.
Yeah, I kind of want to wait for Silwar and Martin to catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of strolling along, sort of talking to Fiona, and I'm like, how you feeling, sweetie? Are you feeling better? Maybe like what you see out there? You move a little farther along. That'd be helpful. So she goes bonus action. She goes like another 30 feet.
Okay.
She's feeling much better. Don't worry. Well, we'll see. She's gonna do another check, but maybe there's some lingering effects. Who knows? Yeah, and just sort of wandering forward, catching up.
Okay. So.
And you have an action, but I haven't really decided what to do. So I'm gonna wait to decide what my action is until the rest of them do their thing while I'm wandering.
Okay. So your orb of Fiona advances forward. Does she do anything?
That's what I'm trying to decide. But yeah, I want to see, because whatever I'd be doing would probably be in response to whatever they're doing.
Okay.
Since I'm walking and doing my thing as they're doing their thing.
I'm so far behind. I'm going to take my holy symbol again and smash it into my chest as it's like symbol radiates across my clothing and my body as I activate my radiant soul, materializing my like silvery wings from ethereal into full-on organic metal, and I'm gonna fly forward.
Awesome.
Try to catch up.
Okay. How long does that last?
A minute.
Sweet. Okay. So you are catching up with everyone. And you to do that to make your ethereal wings material costs in action.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be a little further up.
Right. Got you.
No
Okay.
rogue. I'm a cleric.
Okay. All right. And our slow turns here. The enemies, if they are out there, still don't make themselves known, and we are back at the top. Is that fast or slow?
Oh, sorry, we were still doing our slows.
Sorry.
Serif and I hadn't acted yet.
Oh, sorry. Please go on. Go on.
Yeah, word. If they've caught up a bit, I'm just gonna creep. I'm still gonna try and be stealthy. I haven't given up on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to not take my full movement so as not to be too far ahead of everyone.
All right.
I'm going to hug. Can I just roll to see if I can be stealthy? And that's going to change what I do here.
Yeah. Roll away.
17.
Good number. You feel hidden.
That's good. Confidence is everything, they say.
It's a lot. Don't fuck around. It goes a long way.
It does.
And he didn't imply anything about what he rolled. He just said what you feel.
Yeah. Oh, I got that. I got that. Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to. Since this is a little bit of cover, I'm just gonna creep here, and that's as far as I want to go.
Okay.
And I just want to do another perception check and look around because I know that there's more.
Okay.
It's like, is this all a mind game?
22. 22.
22?
22.
All right.
Oh.
You see one more goblin laying in wait. It's just like the top of its head and its ears are covered in moss in this puddle. You're not sure how it's holding its breath or for how long, but it is committed.
It is less than 30 feet away. I still have my action. I would like to fire a couple of radiant bolts its way.
Okay.
Do I get
that person? But perception checks are in action.
Perception
Unless
check.
you don't let them speak.
previously turned?
I did
free action.
I did give
You're
them
on
as
for free?
a free action. Again, I am a kind god.
Yes, very kind. So I can attack, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And is this at advantage, or are they unawares, or no at this point?
They are. You did stealth successfully. You can see that they are not aware. They are aware that someone's in the field, so they are keeping their senses sharp, but they haven't spotted you yet.
Okay. Well, they're gonna see some stuff flying at him. So yes, for advantage?
Yes.
Excellent. Oh no. And one of them is a nat 20. The other one is 14.
Okay. Show me what that nat 20 do.
So you said I could see. Did I see eyes?
Yes.
Okay,
Eyes.
so I saw eyes,
like
and ears.
it's and its ears, but they're covered in moss. Like it's very good camouflage.
Very good camouflage.
Just
so
not good enough this time.
I'm gonna have my hand just around the corner so it can't see the formation, and then kind of like hook it around the corner. So I notice I wait until the eyes are looking in one direction, and then as they flick over, there's just a bright orange yellow ball of energy in its face that takes it right in the eyeball. And then does the second one hit?
The second one was how much?
14.
That does not hit. So the second one just like skims like over the water of the puddle, but the impact from the first one made it reel back, and it was in the same spot, but it didn't hit. It was close though. And roll damage on that first one.
Okay, and what does a nat 20 get me for damage?
Oh, it is max plus a roll.
Max plus a roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so that
kind
is...
god.
Very kind. That is 15 damage then.
Okay. So this burning bolt kind of hits it in the eye, and you see it like you see the goblin thrash around in the mud, stand up, and then slump down, and then fall face first in the dirt and the mud.
Nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna motion behind me for everyone to catch up, and I shall wait there.
I'll catch up for my slow turn. And
My action, since I haven't done one, is to hustle my buns and catch up again.
Okay.
Nice.
Who else is doing their fast or slow?
I think that's all of us now.
Okay. Then we're gonna put you back at the top. What would you like to do?
Slow.
Slow.
Yeah, slow.
Slow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The remaining enemies, if there are any, do not make themselves known. Slow turns may go.
I'm gonna dash up and catch up with it. Whoa.
Woo. Hey.
Hey.
Whoa. Good.
No. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, flyboy.
Okay.
Tactical clump.
If we clump together, they can't hurt all of us.
Okay, now that we are all here,
Yes?
yeah, okay, I'm just going to... Does anyone else want to go? Eager to go?
Fiona's gonna do a perception check.
Yeah. Roll perception, please.
Heck yeah. 27.
Ooh.
Okay. So, here is what Fiona sees ahead of her. You see or hear tell of a ruined fort ahead of you. The tower on high is like beaten and battered, weathered by both time and battles past to a point of collapse. But the foundation itself, though it has like gaps and fallen stones, is still intact. And what is intact most of all is the double barred door that calls itself the entrance. There are lit torches at its front, which stands apart from the light coming from the very small like windows in the walls itself. The light coming from within, which bears a faint, almost like white radiance.
Mm.
She does not see in the field, she does see rubble and stone fallen from this tower and its fort and the walls, but does not see any enemies.
Well, I mean, I think Fiona says coast is fairly clear up there, and I think we're pretty safe to at least walk up to the outside of that.
Martin,
And she does.
they have been very well hidden.
She looked pretty good. Serif, you'll keep up with me, right? Yeah.
I'm with Martin. Let's go.
Okay. If you feel safe, you can advance onward out of an initiative.
I mean, I'd like to still maintain initiative, but I don't mind dashing ahead if everyone else is.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would take us up
10,
here.
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. That gets me here. I'm dashing. I would be able to get quite a bit further.
Oh yeah, you can go crazy.
Yeah, I've gone about as far as I can dash.
Okay. Before you is the fallen gate of this old ruined fortress. There is no sound or sign of any enemy presence.
Okay, I will use my action to dash then.
You too, Martin? Because I just want to make sure that you're between us.
I've already dashed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay here then, so I'm not too far from you.
Okay.
I do have a monk question.
Sup?
If I... oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Bonus, if I use patient defense, that only takes effect until my next turn, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I shall not yet.
Okay. So we are back at the top here. Taalivad. As you step in, you hear a call out that says, "You should not have come."
Is it from a discernible direction?
And can we hear it?
You can all hear it, yes. And as for its direction, it isn't trying to hide itself. It is making itself quite known. It is coming from up.
Above. Okay. Figured as much.
And you see high above you on the on your right hand side, one of the kind of outcroppings where a gargoyle once stood watch is a dragoon wearing the signature armor and bearing the signature draconic weapon of their field and rank. You should not have come.
We challenge you to combat for the shard.
The shard.
The fragment. The piece of eternity crystal. Pretend I know the words.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I'm unsure on the terminology.
Yeah. She calls down at you. And she says, the fragment of eternity. And you find that she's speaking in the tongue of chaos.
And what is she saying?
You understand her. She says, "What good is eternity if it's not for all?" And I will get all of you to roll either a perception or an insight.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Oh, interesting.
Damn.
Perception.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Okay.
It's bad either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
It was gonna be 6 either way.
Is there insight
Silwar?
against her intentions? 22.
Okay. So
Wisdom.
Raz, your 15 was an insight?
No, perception.
Okay. So you see, like, you can hardly see this in the fog and the rain of it all, but you do see as she speaks, she's wearing the signature helm of the dragoon. It changes her profile into a sleek draconic kind of style, and it masks her eyes, but doesn't mask the lower half of her face. So you can't see her expression, but you do see her cock her head.
Okay.
Silwar, do you understand the chaos tongue?
Yeah, we speak the same languages.
Infernal or abyssal, or one of the traditionally like dark or evil tongues kind of thing?
Yeah, Taalivad and I have the same.
Okay, right. Then not only do you understand what she said, but you also hear there is a certain inflection in her tone as she says this out loud that she's surprised.
Can I respond?
Yes.
Eternity is for you. You have been removed from time.
She, roll me a persuasion check, please.
Filthy 20.
Ooh, okay. She... She kind of looks at you quizzical and says, if you mean to threaten my continued life, know that you are not the first one.
I care nothing for your life, only for the crystal.
Yeah, we're not the
get that.
first,
I
but
care
we're
about
gonna
it
be
as
the
well.
last.
She speaks specifically to you, Taalivad, and again she speaks in the chaos tongue and says, if you truly cared for the crystal, then you would leave me be.
I cannot. You are the fourth betrayer.
Roll another persuasion, please. You were successful with the first one. Roll this one at advantage.
Can do. 19.
Okay. Okay. So you see her head kind of like shake as this information almost seems to like bounce around and like hurt her head. And she says, I don't, and at times she's speaking in common. At other times she is speaking in chaos speech, and she says, enough of your games.
Just that?
Just that. And she says that in common.
This is no game. We have traveled 200 years in our past to prevent you from what you are about to do. He sounds a lot like me when I have to be louder. She's really high up.
And she says, you speak of madness.
You display it. You have been corrupted.
Her stance becomes even more poised, and she says, I do not suffer fools, though I do pity them.
While all this talking is happening, I want to walk forward or glide forward on my wings.
Get in there.
Okay.
And Martin.
Walk forward as you wish. We are in initiative. Fast turns or slow?
Slow.
Okay.
Fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna say slow.
Okay. Mr. Martin, you're going slow as well?
Well, it's a bad time for a tactical clump.
Yeah, it is. It's also a bad time for me to drop my D20 on the floor.
Do.
Is anyone acting before me, Alain?
No one is acting before you.
Sweet. I cast Fog Cloud.
Okay, where would you like to cast it? Or how does it work?
It is a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on us, so obscuring the view of us. It's heavily obscured and it lasts for the duration. It's also concentration, so I'll have to drop it when I rage. Or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, so specific, will disperse it. So basically, I've hidden us from her view now.
So about that?
Yeah.
Okay, and does it move with you?
It's centered on this point. It doesn't say I can move it, so.
Okay, there you go. Then that will stay where it's at. That is your fast turn. Would you like to take any bonus actions at all?
I would like to rage, please.
Wait, doesn't that dispel the fog?
Oh wait, yeah, I have to wait. Fuck. Oh, wait. Thank you, though.
No, I'm playing.
I do want to hold the fog.
Okay.
I do want to hold the fog.
Good.
I'll allay those otters.
All right. Okay. So she. That's your turn, and that's the end of the fast turns. As Baracus is poised and ready to go, but does not move just yet. She sees the fog happen, and she just crouches down, like her calves are like loaded and ready for her to take her action.
I can see the anime type frame.
Like just the sound of her armor in the rain just. And we are going to go to slow turns now.
Okay. So that's our range. Hey. Okay. I'm going to move to the edge of the cloud so that I am still within it. And I will now expend a key point to assume a stance of patient defense.
Okay.
So you can see my calves ready to move to one side,
right,
or the other in an instant.
Okay.
Only God can see your calves.
All right. Would you like to do any other actions?
If she ends up attacking, I would like to hold and ready to attack with my spear.
Okay. Excellent. That is a held action if she attacks any either you or your allies.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you can see her.
And when you can see her, because right now you can't see shit.
I assume that her landing would probably create enough of a wind to dispel some of the fog for a moment.
Don't peek in my bag of tricks, okay?
She's a dragoon.
I said. Right. Who's next for their slow action?
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to send Fiona 30 feet up in the air. Get a little bit better angle looking up, and also a lay of the land. And I think we're gonna just tuck ourselves around that corner there. Well,
So we're gonna
here, so we
say-
can still see.
Let's see, 1, 5,
And I am going to ready
30. We'll say here.
Ray of Frost. Yeah, whatever 30 feet up is.
I'm gonna say it's that because I'm not exactly sure. Let me see here. Boop, boop, boop.
It would be outside of the fog cloud.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then I believe that counts. At least I'm gonna say it does.
Oops, I just tried to move Twitch.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I've almost moved frames in OBS like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh
yeah, bad.
That's totally a thing.
So let's see here. I'm gonna say that even though it is not currently out of the fog, we're going to say that it is, and it can see out.
Is that this how
What? Oh,
the
sorry.
size of the fog?
The fog itself. Sorry, I think that was wrong. It was. How long did you say?
20, right?
It's
20?
20, so it's 4 tiles.
Right. So
Yeah,
so
so-
there. Boom.
Fiona should be at 6 tiles up.
Okay.
She goes 30
Mhm.
feet.
30 feet. Just trying to make this happen correctly here, because it is.
Part of the point
it's
was
not.
getting out of the fog.
Yeah, it's yeah. Oh no, I was saying that like, hey, even though it's not adequately represented here, because it's a.
Yes,
Then
I
it is.
understand now.
I acknowledge that it is out of the fog. It's just a different mechanic to move that thing up than it is to move this sphere around. I'm new.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Okay, so yes, it is out of the fog.
Cool. And I am going to hold Ray of Frost until I can see our
Okay.
opponent.
All right. And that is your turn. Who is next for slow turns?
Peekaboo time. Right, so I
Surprise,
fly up on my
motherfucker.
wing. I'm going to just get just to the edge of the fog cloud, peek my head out, and look up at this dragoon.
Okay.
Be like, eternity awaits you, motherfucker. You did influence me. Look at you. Look at what you've done.
Roll.
So getting the first level,
Uh-huh.
that's a 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Phew. As eternity. Oh my god. Yeah, I just rolled 3 6s there, but
Holy cow. Okay.
and 1. So that's going to be empowered with my radiant soul as well
Uh-huh.
for 25 radiant damage.
Woo!
And she's going to begin to glow intensely, and whoever takes the next attack on her will have advantage
That
as well.
we'll have advantage. So
Wait, how far away is she from us? And like somewhere where Fiona could see her from above the thing, or is she like much further up than that?
She's like 100 and some odd feet away from where I am, but well within my range.
yeah.
Okay, well mine is only 90 feet because it's 30 feet that I could move her, and
If-
then 60 feet that she.
Yeah,
can
because
pass.
I'm also up
Yeah.
4 tiles. And then after hitting her, I'm just gonna lower myself back into the fog.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess if she's within 60 feet of Fiona, I would just cast Ray of Frost, but otherwise I'm gonna wait until she moves into within that
Well,
not.
range where I can.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think she was.
Okay.
Fiona is 80 feet away.
Math says she's 115.
Oh, Maths says 115?
Math says.
Yeah.
If
Stupid
you're gonna
math.
say maths, it's what maths say.
Oh my god.
All right.
Whose turn is it?
Nerds.
Wait, she's 16 tiles away from Fiona, though, right?
She's 23 tiles from Fiona.
Oh, how is yours 23? Oh no, that's a top down. I'm using Pythagoras here.
Oh, got it.
Oh, and also she's in a. Oh, I see. My angle makes it weird, so I see her in a different position than where she actually is. Go! Perspective.
You are in range, though, I believe. Right?
Yeah, because I'll be as high as Fiona is, or a little bit more, and then I'll drop back into the cloud after that.
That means that Fiona is also in range? Depending on the range of your spell?
No, because the spell is different. Mine is
Okay.
120.
Got it.
Yeah. Ray of Frost is only 60.
Okay. All right. So who's next in line? Everyone's taking a turn?
Think so?
I
Yas.
think so.
Okay.
Except
go.
for Dragoon Lady.
Okay. She is going to take her turn now.
No!
She is.
Boing.
Let's see.
Weapon maths and yeah. Good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just gonna like, what's that stupid film called? Underworld. The Beckinsale, like the vampire flick. Just walk, just like step off of the edge here.
Okay, Death Dealer.
Flying?
And
Oh, okay.
Do the thing.
and she's gonna land down right where she was at. The fog is still up for you, so she is going to. So it's if you're obscured, that means that she's at disadvantage, or she can't, right? She's at disadvantage to hit anyone, right?
Oh no, it's advantage to hit her with Guiding Bolt, and then
No, sorry.
Taalivad would have.
Because you're obscured by the fog.
So we're heavily obscured, so technically blind.
Okay.
Give me a sec. So she can't see into it.
Okay.
I guess she could attack where she last saw us.
Yes, but she couldn't verify that you're all still there. So she is.
Did no one move? Damn.
I got behind cover.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
I
So
went to the edge.
I put rocks between me and her.
Good move, Martin.
so she is going to. Let's
vision
see.
is blocked and effectively blind.
So that was her movement, and she's gonna use her action to move. There.
Perfect.
At the edge of the fog. That's her
Okay.
turn? Or back at the top?
Yeah.
I would like to do slow.
Okay.
The fog cloud's still up, right?
Yeah.
Well, she's moved close enough that I can cast my Ray of Frost now.
Yeah.
Right. Would you were you holding that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then attack away.
At advantage.
29.
29. Yeah, it's a hit.
It's a bop.
10 frost or cold damage.
10 cold?
And and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as soon as she lands and like her lance behind her back like dashes ahead, this orb of light appears from outside of the fog and sends a ray of frost that just blasts her right in the chest, and you can see as she reaches her final spot, she's slowed down quite a bit. She like brushes some of it off and is still standing and in the fight, but she took that hit. Okay. That puts everyone at the top, yes? Who was going fast and who was going slow?
Slow.
Okay.
Also slow.
Word?
Yeah.
Martin, are you going slow as well?
I'm gonna say yes, so that her movement speed stays low.
Ah, smart.
Smart. Okay. She's going slow as well. Who would like to go first?
Damn it.
I think I want to rage and drop the fog cloud.
Okay.
But I want to run through it. I want to burst through the fog cloud so that I drop it as I'm exiting the cloud.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just like Aragorn slow-mo move, because as I'm raging, the otters are appearing as I like burst through this fog cloud, which drops.
Classic.
Mm.
Okay.
Let me
It's
just
time
knock that off
to
my sheet.
time to pull out the
The slaughters!
otters. Okay, where
scream into my mic,
where are you ending up?
Right in her heckin' face.
Okay, and the otters, the slaughters
The
are
slaughters. They're
there.
always hungry. They are gonna be all around her.
There you go.
Everyone remember, we all have our limit breaks thanks to chat.
Don't forget. Okay.
Never forget. Never surrender.
And that's my bonus action, and then my movement, my full 40 feet, and I will attack her with my trident.
Attack away.
Oh, the first one is a 12, so that's a miss. I'll make a second strike at her.
You attack her with your trident, and she blocks it with her lance, and she is on guard. Your next attack.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's a 22, hopefully?
That hits.
Nice. Okay, and that is some damage. Oops. That is a 8 points.
Okay.
And with the slaughters in her field here as I rage, so that you know, the first creature that I hit with an attack on my turn has disadvantage on any attack that is not against me.
Okay, let's see here.
And then some other stuff too with the ancestral protectors.
Okay. That is great for you and terrible for her. Okay. With that,
Next.
next in the slow turn.
Okay, I would like to. The fog is gone.
Yeah.
I would like to advance, and I'd like to say some shit while I'm walking towards her.
Okay.
So I ready my spear, and as I'm walking forward, I say, "There may be another way to end this, if you let us have the shard.
and stop fighting.
Okay. So
Perhaps we can right this wrong.
So here's what I will say. If you're saying this to say it,
Yeah.
free action. If you're trying to persuade her, action.
I will try to persuade her.
Okay? Roll.
Okay. Ooh, good number. 18.
18. Okay. You kind of see her like stay her lance. She is surrounded, and she says, "What do you speak of? Be mindful. I will not hear foolishness in these dire times."
Can I respond?
I'll say yes. You get one.
When you shatter the shard, you lock yourself into an eternity and fight endless amounts of heroes, generation after generation, for the betrayal of the light. You can end it now.
She says, and you kind of hear her speak, Chaos speak, and again she's confused by it and kind of goes hostile again. But you hear her say, "I'm not going to shatter the shard."
You do. This is all... You are caught in a loop. You will shatter the shard. You will be defeated.
And we are on.
You can change that.
We are on to the next turn.
Fair enough. Where was I? I just want to make sure I can make it as far.
She looks hostile.
Yes.
All right. Get away from my friends. Manifest the light. I smash into the ground as I pull up a shard of eternity that's shaped like a sword, and it materializes behind her as my spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
As it attacks her.
Let's see here.
Do you give advantage for flanking with Serif there?
Yes, I do. I think that's not a sword. That's a sword fish. Okay. So this appears behind her. All right.
Nice. That's a 25 to hit.
Okay, that is a hit.
It will deal 14 force damage to her.
God damn.
Yeah.
Actually, it will do
damn, that's right.
8 force and 6 radiant, if that matters.
It doesn't seem to. It all seems to kind of hurt all the same. So.
All right, and then seeing this happen and seeing that my friends are still looking all right, I'm going to look at her one more time, and the toll of eternity is this. And I ring a bell. As it rings in her ear, I need her to make a wisdom save.
Ooh.
That sucks. Sorry, I'm just checking my stats here. Sorry, what does that do to her?
Toll of the Dead. It will force her to make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
And then if she fails,
Uh-huh.
she'll take some damage. And
Okay.
if she succeeds, it sucks.
What do I have to beat here?
Not that bad, just 15.
Okay.
It's doable. It's doable.
Not great.
She beats it. You kind of hear like, what does your Toll of the Dead look like?
Yeah, so like I've got like a literal like a church bell in my hand that I'm just like shaking, and it doesn't emit any sound for everyone else. Only she hears it.
Nice.
Okay, and you kind of you can see the reverb lines from this bell emit forth, kind of like emit at her, and you see her brace herself with her lance in front of her, and it just kind of parts in front of her, and she is unaffected by your spell.
I gotta get a little closer just in case people start to get hurt. So
Okay.
I'll move up
Yep.
here. But I'm still in the air a bit too, so like 10 feet in the air. If you can I do that myself?
Can you?
Like,
Can you?
control? Oh.
Yeah. Are you flying?
How do I stay in the air? Yeah, I'm flying.
That's me. Me. I got you.
Okay. Yeah, just so like I can like swoop in and heal people if I need to.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
So that is all right. Who's next for slow turns then?
I think it's just Martin left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin, away.
I don't really have anything too special to do here, so I'm just gonna do another old firebolt, and not firebolt. Sorry, I'm used to my warlock. Ray of Frost.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. Where's the actually? So I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Uh-huh.
And do I have advantage? Is there anything like that going on right now?
She is irradiated right now by the guiding bolt.
Oh no, that got used up.
Okay, that's gone. Then no.
It's just one.
I mean, it looks.
She is surrounded. Does that affect your ranged spell attacks as well?
It might with
I don't know.
sightline.
Like, what does that count as far as?
As for like
Stuff goes.
advantage or?
Yeah, keeping in mind that it's probably coming from Fiona up here, so it's
Right.
coming from a weird direction too.
Oh,
Is
true.
Fiona hidden?
Also, that means I don't need to worry about accidentally hitting them.
Right. Okay, then yeah, then you're fine. Just attack away.
So was that advantage or not?
I'm saying yes, it is advantage.
Okay. Well, that could have been a lot worse without that advantage. 16.
Does not hit.
All right. And I have a little bit of movement, so I'm gonna scoot over around behind these for some like half cover.
Okay. So as you kind of like peer out of cover and shoot your bolt of fire, she kind of sees it coming and reacts just as fast and gets out of the way. And she looks to Taalivad and says, "Enough of your tricks and games." Whose turn is it now? Have you all taken your
With my bonus action,
Ooh.
I have my bonus action, so she can move 30 feet. Fiona can move 30 feet closer.
Okay, that she will do.
Yeah, otherwise it's just Baracus.
There's a hole here, guy.
Bonus action
All
Baracus.
that.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, where? What?
I'm gonna say
In the
there.
wall?
Is that not a hole? Is that just my view of things?
Where are you looking?
I'm sorry. There's a
In
whole.
the wall of the
In
cathedral?
the
or?
floor,
Oh.
near the.
Oh, yeah, there's a tile missing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
Eternity awaits.
Confirmed.
Let me see something here.
Let's not fall into that one. I don't think it's gonna have the same rules.
I'm not gonna fix that just yet, but let's say don't go down there.
He built a castle, it sank into the swamp. So he built another one, and that sank into the swamp.
Let's see here.
I've traveled through Limgrave. I know what's going on.
Yeah, so to like there.
So about here. We'll say there. Trying to make sure it's in the right spot. Yes.
Oh,
We
sorry,
will say.
It's like here is the 6.
Okay.
She can move this way.
Boom, and then up. So, boom. There you go. And you go away. And while I'm here, I will. Boom. And it's fixed. Okay.
You think we're playing games? It seems you're playing games with the floor.
Round 2. Okay. So it is. Does Fiona take separate actions, or she takes actions for you?
I can do my
Action through her. Got
but
it.
As a bonus action, I can
Move her
up to 30 feet.
I got you. Okay. So it is her turn now.
Uh-oh.
And she's at disadvantage to attack anyone except Serif, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hit one. Good lord.
What is your AC?
15.
Okay, that is a hit. So
Super.
she leaps 30 feet into the air, standing. She does kind of like a half spin and aims her lance right down at you. And she comes down. Let's see here.
She better not be in her over limit.
This is her standard attack.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Okay,
Please.
so that is a hit. I'm just trying to figure this out here. 6 plus 4. So that is plus an extra 1, 2 plus 10. 16. Okay, so as she comes down on you, take 16 points of piercing. And
I'll have that to 8 because I'm raging.
okay, and please make me a strength saving throw.
And I will do that at advantage
Okay.
because I'm raging.
Rage.
That will be a 18 for my saving throw.
Okay. You make your saving throw. And as she lands on top of you, she bounces, kind of like leaps to the side of you and away from your slaughters as much as she can get. And as a rather as a free action, she says, I have no mercy left for you. We are back at the top. What would you like to do? Fast or slow?
Are we here to just like, do we think we're just killing her, or do we want to talk to her, like be able to talk to her?
I think she needs to make a choice for this to end permanently.
She has no mercy left, but we do.
Do we want to fight or do we want to talk right now? Because
I guess, yeah, someone yell out because it's the
Talk!
start of this round.
if you want to talk, We can give her some time to calm down if someone can give her disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
I guess slow.
In the parlance of the world.
I'll allow it.
A slow turn.
I'll take a slow turn to kind of see what my allies do here.
Well,
Okay.
I can't do anything safely until she's got disadvantage, so
Okay.
in the meantime, I will...
Anyone else?
Slow.
Then everyone's taking a slow turn then? Okay. Are you still on guard, or are you like starting to put your armaments down a bit here, or what?
No, I will.
I'm not.
I'll lose my rage if I don't keep going for her, but I will attempt to grapple.
Okay. And that's your slow turn?
Oh yeah, she taking a fast turn or what?
She sure is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said slow. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all good. I didn't say what I would be, and it was gonna be fast. I just wanted to make sure if you guys
okay. Yeah.
were trying to look less hostile or not.
Yes, we are. I will
Yep.
have the trident is down, but I'm still gonna make a move for her.
Okay. She sees that you aren't fully disengaged, and she is going to attack again. Let's see here. Yep. And I had to beat a
15.
15. Okay, I got you. And that is... So that's plus... Six. So she leaps into the air again and makes her gravity defying attack against you, and comes down. Take 20 points of piercing.
I'll have that to 10.
Okay. And boom, boom, boom. And make another strength saving throw, please.
Another 18.
Okay. You make your strength save once again. As you can see, you can tell that as she comes down, she's doing this like sweeping hook technique to try and knock you down as she pierces in. But she can't quite get your step off, and she lands in the same space in front of you again.
I take the damage, and I'm holding back what I would love to do, which is to keep attacking. But I take that hit, and then step forward, having seen what she does with her cool move every time. And,
it's
we're
very cool.
it.
Okay. Right. So it is your turn now. What would you like to do, all of you?
Metagaming pigeon, if I can use my fancy move if she has disadvantage on wisdom. Otherwise, I don't want to risk wasting it.
Okay.
No way of helping you with that. I'll go in.
Disadvantage on
and,
any saving throw would work, like if it's general, but if it has to be specific, wisdom.
I do not have anything of that nature, but I will go in and swoop down to. Get over here. Meow.
were you not going to grapple there, Serif?
That is my plan. Yep.
Justine, and I'll heal you. Oh my goodness! Get around! Get around! Get around! There you go. So swooping in, like charged in one hand. I'm just gonna go. Blessed Radiance, seal thy wounds, heal. And I don't have to roll because the Beacon of Hope is still up. So I will heal you for 8 plus 3 plus 4 is 15.
Nice.
Life Clairvix. And then I will ascend the remainder of my movement back up. To
Okay.
Safety. Safety. Yeah, I've seen the jumps.
Bacchus sees you perform this feat, and she says, in chaos speech, she says, such miracles, and yet you hoard them.
Oh, I'll share with you a miracle. And I snap my fingers as I move my spiritual weapon closer to her.
Okay. Where does it end up?
30 feet closer. I don't think I can get advantage again from this position, but if I can, great.
Okay, let's see. Let's see, 25, 30. So where? How about there?
I guess I could. I could move it right behind her.
Okay.
As it flies past me, could I try to grab it out of the air before it hits her?
You can try.
Seeing that Serif is going to grab and try to stop it, I will just I will stop. So it'll hold in position there menacingly behind her, but it will not attack her since Serif motioned to stop it.
Okay. So it, you can actually help her catch it then?
I don't think she can touch it because it's not corporeal.
Yeah, it's really
okay.
gonna have to be like we're faking it.
I'm sensing like
Okay.
the intent of my teammate and gonna go, oh, okay. I'm gonna let this simmer.
Right.
Be like, very well, friend. I trust you.
Simmer down now.
I said, simmer down. Okay. The very well. Well, Serif, it does fly past you and like points its tip at her back, so it is actively giving you the help action, hence the advantage, right?
Okay, and I will attempt to grapple.
Okay. Attempt away.
And I'm telling her to hold down your arms, or I will do it for you, because we are here to talk. My strength roll is a 17.
Good number. Her strength roll was not that.
She can also make a dex save instead if she doesn't like strength.
It's
Or it's acrobatics.
yeah, it's not better, so it's fine. So you successfully grapple her, and you can like feel her trying to like jump away, but she cannot.
Okay, and my goal is to try to, as she struggles, have her face Taalivad.
Okay.
And I will. Yep.
Yeah, that can happen. Yes.
Okay. And I am advancing. Again. I'm going to get right up to her, but I don't have my spear at the ready. I do lay it sort of, it's still in my hand, but it's at my side, and there's no visible tension in my muscles. This is not a game. You are the fourth betrayer. But you can make a choice and escape this eternity loop.
She looks at you and she says in chaos speech, if this isn't a game, why do you play with my mind and have me speak the tongue of chaos?
I am not doing that.
she looks down. She's still held, but she's kind of stops fighting and says, "Then who are you? Who sent you?"
I am Taalivad. These are my companions. We were chosen by the light, and we came from the future.
You can
I
see
felt like an idiot saying that.
you can see her head. You can see her like shake her head and like it almost looks like Doctor Strange when he like looks through multiple timelines. It's as if like this information is almost like refusing to sink in on like a quantum level. I want you to roll persuasion with disadvantage unless someone wants to help you.
Nope.
Drop my die. Unless someone wants to help, nothing? Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm helping as best I can. We're supposed to hold her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna help with charisma stuff.
Okay. So persuasion
How are
and
you going to
disadvantage.
branch away from this outcome? Know that you're on the wrong side. You used to fight for us. Somewhere you got confused.
She says in chaos speech again, "I still fight on the side of the light. It is you who attacked me. You and your
You attacked us.
you and your steadfast laws. The radiant light should be for all who choose to accept it."
Sadly, I rolled a 7.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. She is like you can see her like almost convinced by your words, and time itself is shaking it away. She's fighting against you again now, Roz.
Okay. Do I sense anything from her? Like, touching her skin, is she cold? Is there anything about... I guess I'm not really touching her skin.
Yeah.
But like just as I'm in contact, do I feel any energy?
What kind of energy are you trying to find?
Something that was like when we experienced both hope and despair in our travels here.
Right. Roll me an insight, please.
16.
Okay. You feel like the fight in her is a fight for hope, but behind it, something is blocking, and you don't know what that is.
Did I use my action trying to persuade?
I'm going to say yes.
Damn.
All right.
If has everyone taken their action or held it?
I
they
can't
see
remember
fit?
if I did or if that was the last turn.
That was the
Martin
last.
has not.
That was the last turn. You have not.
Okay. Well, I'm watching all this, and it's not going great. Like, she's clearly, and I think, we all just need to take a time out, and I am redeeming my, I don't remember the word, fancy spell.
Limit break.
And I'm springing this
break?
on you because we didn't really agree what.
Limits were made to be broken.
Yeah. If it's an action, it's applied to your spell action, right?
Just radiant light flares from behind me out of Fiona, and as I say, take a time out. she needs to do a 16 wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, I couldn't make it a disadvantage.
And what effect will this have on her?
Well, I'm not gonna say until it passes or fails, so that I can save it for next time if it
It's a wisdom saving throw? Okay. She rolled a 16.
Oh,
I'm glad I didn't say.
come on.
All right, that's everyone's turn, or
The incredible strain in her face that would show trying to like shake off this.
It is, yeah, it is quite the thing. You could see the bottom half of her face through gritted teeth. She's pushing away this spell effect.
Yeah, that's the end of the turns. I
Okay,
believe.
we're back at the top. Fast or slow?
Fast.
Yeah.
Slow.
Slow.
I need to do an action if you want me to do something helpful.
Okay. All right. Boom. Slow, slow, slow. Is that slow from everyone?
I'm fast.
Oh, sorry. Fast. Go, please. Go.
Okay, I extend a hand, my free hand, and gently place it against the side of her face, and I say, "We do not hold the radiant light from anyone." And I use my healing hands, so I touch a creature and restore 7 hit points, once per long rest.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you're a level ahead of us.
Okay. She heals, and you see her heal. She feels like wounds start to close up from Serif and the otters. Do you want high or low?
Low.
Okay. She drops her lance.
I drop my spear.
And you just hear the pitter patter of rain. Everyone is at a standstill, and you can't see her eyes. But you see her face is like fallen, almost numb.
Okay, I will. She's still grappled, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
She collapses to the. Did you say she collapses?
No,
she just dropped her spear.
She
Oh,
just drops her
spear.
spear.
Pooh. I mean, I've already used my action. Can I do something here or no?
What would you like to do? This sounds like shenanigans.
I would like to take a knee in front of her while I take one hand, so I can look up and see if I can see her eyes from underneath.
You can, yes.
Okay.
She is like filled with sorrow. Almost as if she's failed to do something truly great.
You have the opportunity to rewrite history right now if you lead us to the shard.
She says, she looks directly at you, and you hear her say something that like it comes out in both chaos speech and common, and it echoes through your soul, through all of your souls. And she says, history cannot be rewritten, not for any of us. But if it is unwritten, it can be written yet.
Yes.
The best stories to be written are informed by the truth. Serif, have you let go of her?
No. But I would like to release, and as I do that, I want to pull her helm off.
Okay. She doesn't fight back. She kind of like pulls her head back, and you see long flowing silver hair, her large ears, which were kind of like already set out from her helmet, and there is a like brilliant blue eyes that are.
You don't need this. We are not going to kill you unless you keep fighting us, because then we'd all be locked into this defeat.
She simply says, "You don't understand. I'm already defeated." And with that, she begins to walk away towards the fort. And,
Follow immediately.
Okay.
Lockstep.
And
The otters are gone because I didn't attack her on this turn.
Okay.
My rage drops.
If she tries to take any kind of action against that crystal, we're messing her up.
I thought so. And it is.
You yet again forgot to, at any point with your slaughters, describe how adorably cute they are.
They are so adorably cute.
Yeah, but like how though? How though?
Well, what she never describes that is not portrayed well on the table, Russ.
Oh, what's in here? Oh, jeez.
They're actually regular otter sized, not like human sized like it looks.
Yeah, they're sea otters, and they have little cute fuzzy faces, and they are, only like 2 or 3 feet tall, and they have armor that sort of matches mine and little tridents.
Yes.
And their names are Baby and Lapis and Turk, because they're my little BLT.
Okay, that is awful. Awful.
See what I have to live
cute.
with here?
Yeah, I see it. I hear it now.
Welcome to the cuteness.
It's great. Love it.
So, inside, you see this shard, this eternity fragment shard. It looks like a piece of the fragment that would have been carted to lands far and wide via a huge escort, a huge contingent of guard. But there are no guards here, just her and
Six ghosts?
six wailing specters.
Oh.
Surround this fragment, and as she kind of steps in to show you the fragment, she says, "I understand now that this has happened and will happen." And again, she's speaking in both common and chaos tongue. She seems to be fighting really, really hard to speak like this.
I'm gonna call back to Martin as soon as we start walking through these gates. We're gonna need you in here. Hey, buddy.
And she says, as hard as I fight to show you, you need to fight to just as hard to see what happens. So I will let you roll a perception check. You need to roll high. All of you.
All of us.
Yeah.
Like a group check?
Yep.
Good number. 21 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not today.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy
I'm
20.
rolling high.
Okay.
I'm rolling low. 9.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Not great, I'm telling you now.
Okay. And she is going to roll.
That's right.
And she is going to roll to help you here.
I
So-
rolled an 8.
Okay, so that's 2 successes, 2 failures. It's going to be on her then. Nat 20. Holy shit. Okay. You needed that.
What's happening? What's happening?
You see the wailing specters. They seem to be clawing and clamoring for this holy light of the radiant eternity fragment. And at first it feels like they're clawing away at it to destroy it, but you see past this veil that you didn't know was there, past this fog that you didn't understand. And you see that these wraiths aren't wraiths at all. They're goblins, and they're not clawing to destroy the fragment. They are reaching up for its holy light. They're begging for mercy, begging for guidance from the holy radiance. And just as you realize this, you also realize that you are no longer active participants here. You are spectating into what you can only understand to be the truth.
Is Baracus still active, or kind of two worlds?
She is here. She no longer acknowledges you at all.
Okay.
She steps forward and begins to speak to the goblins, but you can't hear her. She her head cocks up, her helmet on, as if your interaction, as if your altercation didn't happen, and it cocks up to hear the battering at the door and the emergence of a host of guards led by Ivor.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as Ivor speaks loudly, but you can't hear a thing he says, but you know the gesture. It is a call to execute everyone here. And that clawing and clamoring comes back again, as it is not horrible specters seeking to snuff out the light, but begging for it, begging for mercy, the only thing that Baracus can offer. She steps ahead and begins to fend off the host of guards, but there are, in this case, too many of them.
Have we realized that we're not able to interact with anything?
As soon as you try to stop it, it's impossible. You're not active in an illusion of time. You are spectators to the truth of the past. The guards don't kill her, they subdue her, and they make her watch as the goblins are slain one by one by one. And it is with that same look of sorrow in her eyes that she breaks free from the guard's hold, and she lunges forward and stands in front of the shard. And you can't hear her. You can't hear what she says, but you can hear almost echoes of it. If the light can't be for all, then it is for none. And she leaps up as high as she can in the tower, and brings her lance down on the shard.
Taalivad leaps forward, trying to prevent it.
Everything I can do. I rage and I limit break. Just screaming.
I want you to make a Constitution save. You have to beat 25.
Each of us that act?
Yes.
That is impossible, unless a nat 20 counts.
It does.
I botched.
Okay. You try to lunge forward, and you feel yourself pulled back into the same spot you were in. Time is not allowing you to move ahead. Roz or Serif, what did you roll?
I rage, and the otters join me again.
Okay.
And I scream out as I see her leap, because I've seen her do that. It's how she attacked me twice earlier. And I know how brutal this blow is and what she could do here. And I try to leap over the bodies of these fallen goblins. And the otters around me. I push the limit break, which is all of this, that rain that was outside is now all around me too, all of the water.
Uh-huh.
But it's only a 19.
Okay. So you see all of this energy, all of this power, all of this rage behind your action. And the best it can do for you is in the act of the destruction of this fragment of eternity. She turns her head and acknowledges you as the blinding white light envelops her outside of time.
I try to reach for her, and I also look back at Martin, and I yell out, and I call his name. As I feel it not working, as I feel about myself, the same thing that happened to Taalivad, I feel myself getting pushed back, and I scream for him.
Your voice is silent in this time. And the blinding white light fills this space. First, her helmet fragments and breaks away, and you can see her eyes again, and she smiles at you, and you know she's smiling because you can see maybe for the first time ever, maybe the first hero to go through this loop to see what actually happened here. And as you reach out your hand, she doesn't reach out hers, but she lets go of her lance, and it goes into your hand. And the room is enveloped in light. And then all is gone. You feel that sense of nothingness again. You feel that sense of floating without going anywhere, a world that's not there moving all around you. And that is where we're gonna end it for the night.
Oh my god, okay. Oh, that was intense.
Yeah, so there are lots more discoveries to be uncovered here. Thank you everyone so much for watching. We
gotta say
players.
Thank you Dice Cream for the raid. Thank you Aqualung for the raid shortly thereafter. Welcome in everybody.
Thank you all so much. I know I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the chat and things like that. That's because I'm like, I hope these kids are having fun. But with that said, did you all have fun?
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're talking to us. It was awesome.
Okay, cool. Did everyone?
I'm sure the chat had fun too.
Yeah. I hope everyone at home had fun. Thank you very, very much again to everyone who contributed with Limit Break Redemptions. Thank you everyone for the subscriptions and follows. Thanks to Talespire. It's one of the coolest things out there. It's in early access now. Get in on the ground floor and have lots of fun. I forget the name of the user who dropped in and gave me tons of advice. Thank you for that. I'm gonna fix the measurements.
That was Oiti.
Oiti. Thank you. Thanks again to Hero Forge. We'll post a link so you can buy your very own Hero Forge through our affiliate link and help us out and have fun, as much fun as we are. Am I forgetting anything?
Thanks for the hype train.
Yeah. Thank you for the hype train. Woo! Y'all were active in the chat today.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Cool. And yeah, yes. Right. Thank you very, very much to DJ Mr. Myrdoch for putting together these amazing playlists. coming up soon. We're gonna try and have him spin live in my house, so you can hear his tunes live. An extra special thanks to Equip and R23X for their signature battle music under their working name, the Nameless Dreamers. Look them up. I love them. I love their work. They make unique Final Fantasy and JRPG inspired soundtracks to games that you haven't heard because they don't exist. So go check them out and dig on those tunes. Please stay tuned for the raid. Trev, who are we gonna raid?
We're gonna raid D&D Beyond. It looks like they're doing an actual, like, some sort of marathon. I think they've gone from one game to another. So let's go see what's going on there.
All right, gotta love it. That is also an app that we use here to keep track of things. Shout out to them. And until next time, stay Final Fantasy. Okay, peace.